Federal Reserve. Bow down to your overlords and pay your stinking taxes, unless you're one of these Fortune 500 companies. Rob Dew reporting for INFOWARS.com and PrisonPlanet.tv.
Morgan, come over here. Check this out.
Look, I'm gonna feed you some GMOs.
I am Cheney. Man, look at all this cool stuff, man.
Oh, this is so
What
cool.
do you think is coolest? Like, I like that over there, but that's okay.
I like that thing.
Found it. We have found it.
I'm for more war and more taxes.
Well, I'm for even more war and even more taxes. Well, I'm the party for the people.
No, I'm the party for the people.
What you were just watching was an example of kids running free and playing without any adult supervision. But what we have today is a now criminalized war on childhood. Now, to help you understand how vast the war on childhood really is, I have my friend here. His name is Morgan, and he's going to help me go over and explain some of the recent articles in the world today on how this is being implemented by governments worldwide. Morgan?
So, the first article we have is by Countercurrent News, and it's city forcing a family to destroy a completely awesome cardboard fort. This family in Utah, their dad made this cardboard fort, and then the city government comes and says, you have to tear this down. It's illegal.
And how fast was the notice?
He had it up, and then the city government came and said, you have 15 days to take this down or else. It actually says this right here.
But the city of Ogden has their own name for this curbside chateau.
That we had garbage in our yard. Specifically cited are a large pile of boxes.
This notice arrived from the city telling the Trentlemans to take the fort down or face a fine. If they fail to pay,
they can also file criminal charges against us and levy the fines as a lien against the house. So they're not playing.
So I would like to just explain like how awesome this looks. I mean, it's a castle, it's got trapdoors, slides, it's insanely awesome.
That's not really important to the American viewer, is it? Now, how dangerous was it? Did it have machine guns? Did it have anti-tank missiles? No. Did it have a flamethrower?
No.
That is terrifying. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a terror fort.
An Ogden family's outside-of-the-box idea of fun has rallied support from around the world.
Messages from people in other countries and so forth trying to support us and offering to pay the fines and all that kind of silliness.
The notice from the city of Ogden said the family had 15 days to clean this up. They have just over a week left, and they plan to enjoy that time and let all the neighborhood kids play in it.
Here's what the father had to say. He said, I just thought it was an awesome way to use boxes in my kids' imagination.
Wait, hold up. Don't read it anymore. Wait, did he just say thought and imagination?
Yes.
In America, you're not supposed to think anymore. I mean, we have McDonald's to do that for you.
I'm not loving it.
All jokes aside, it's not really funny. They're banning running in the UK. This article says, primary school bans children from running in the playground over health and safety fears. Now, I know this sounds insane, but it's actually going on. A primary school has banned children from running in the playground, it was claimed today. The school says children have been told to stop playing a particular chasing game. Ooh, I wonder if it was tag.
Well, they actually have banned tag in New Hampshire.
What?
Yes. The superintendent said that we cannot have any contact with other kids. No hugging, no tag, no anything. No handshakes, nothing.
That's right, Morgan, but they haven't just banned running, they've also banned balls. In New York, ball throwing has become a criminal activity, as this article claims. New York school bans balls at recess, cracks down on tag games over safety fears. Doesn't this sound like New Hampshire?
Yep.
Tossing a football during recess seemed to be a rite of passage for kids in this school community until now.
I think we need like our soccer balls, the footballs and everything, you know.
Students at Weber Middle School in Port Washington were just informed that during recess, football is out. Hard soccer balls have been banned, along with baseballs and lacrosse balls, even rough games of tag or cartwheels unless supervised by a coach.
A rash of playground injuries has prompted one Long Island, New York school to ban balls and to require teacher supervisions for games like tag. Some of these injuries can unintentionally become very serious, so you want to make sure our children have fun but are also protected. Isn't that like oil and water?
I skin my knees up. I get hurt at recess. It's just part of being a kid. You get hurt. In New York and New Hampshire just don't want to face the truth. In the UK, they ban all those things because they don't want to get sued by parents and stuff.
Isn't it better that we're diabetic and obese?
Well, the New World Order does want us diabetic and obese.
It's not just running, tag, or ball that they're banning. They also want to ban child businesses, such as lemonade stands.
Yes, we have an article here. 6 illicit lemonade stands towns had to shut down. One of which is a little girl named Allie Thorne. Like a lot of kids, 6-year-old Allie Thorne wanted to make some money. She didn't have dreams of fancy cars, yachts, and place in the Hamptons. She just wanted to have enough money to buy stickers. Just a little bit of stickers.
Just a little bit of money, like $5. That's all she wanted.
To buy a few stickers. And the police came and shut her down.
This is just like I said in my last report, the war on entrepreneurs. The government, anytime they see any child acting out of the norm of watching TV and getting fat on ice cream, they see it as an attack on them and they make plans to shut it down fast. This is a war on childhood and a war on our basic freedoms that doesn't stop when you turn 18.
We didn't even have time to get to the stack of articles with people letting their grass grow and facing jail time and even having a vegetable garden.
But wait a second. I thought in World War II it was patriotic to grow vegetables.
Now for the real garden. When the maples are in bloom, it's time to begin planting. When the moisture is just right, the soil won't ball or be sticky. It holds its shape when pressed, but crumbles easily when broken. Then it's right for working and planting.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not. In World War II, they did want to have vegetables and growing your own food.
Well, I guess they wanted to be patriotic and strong as a nation.
Yep.
Well, now what do they want us to do? Are we supposed to grow Twinkies in our backyard?
Yes, we are.
I think we've basically covered the war on childhood and freedom today, but it doesn't stop here. Go on INFOWARS.com to learn more. This is my friend Morgan. We're going to see some more of him in our new report that's coming up, Democrats versus Republicans. Stop the war on childhood now!
Go to INFOWARS.com.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.
INFOWARS Life and INFOWARSLife.com is extremely excited to announce our latest release, Winter Sun, a revolutionary type of vitamin D3. Winter Sun is a premium quality vitamin D3 nutritional supplement. It is produced by extracting oil from healthy, nutrient-dense plants known as lichens. Every batch is analyzed for purity and D3 content. It's completely free of toxins and allergens. Simply put, if you want the best at an extremely low price, this is it. Winter Sun is the result of our pursuit of the best source of vitamin D3. The research and development took over 2 years, but the result, as verified by independent laboratories, is the best vegan vitamin D3 product in the world. Read the facts at InfoWarsLife.com about Winter Sun Vitamin D3. Not only does vitamin D3 promote a healthy mood, but vitamin D supports our memory and brain function, something the globalists are targeting. Visit InfoWars.com today or call 888-253-3139.
Well, if the mainstream media and big pharma have their way, we're all going to be convinced about how safe and effective vaccines are. We'll tear away our religious exemptions due to whatever outbreak is being propagated on the news. But it's getting more and more like 1984 every single day. Parents who dare question the science behind vaccines and who want to, maybe learn about protecting their children are ridiculed. And we have Australia now threatening to take away some of the welfare benefits of those parents who refuse to vaccinate their children. But the fact is, the science is not settled, and that's why we have an ongoing heated vaccine debate for decades. The science is not settled. Now, my guest here today has fought for years to get the truth out about vaccines and just offer parents an alternative, and even an alternative education, and to what's being pumped out consistently through the mainstream media. So Dr. Wakefield, thank you for joining us. It's great to have you in studio, into our new spectacular studio. So talk to me a little bit about this Give Autism a Chance Summit. Why do you think it's so important for people to see real people with, some real solutions?
Well, thank you for having me, and it is a fantastic studio, absolutely wonderful. This is a conference that's taking place on Saturday here in Austin at the Westin at the Domain, so a very nice hotel. Great lineup. It's about, we weren't going to do this again. We did it last year. It was a tremendous success. We said we're never going to do that again. It's far too much work, and here we are 1 year on doing it all over again, and it's going to be an equal success this year. So it's about getting information to the people about how autism is a medical disease, how we need to approach it from a medical perspective, how children can be recovered, the extent to which they can be recovered. Therapists, nutritionists, physicians, nursing staff, everybody's going to be there discussing in a very open exchange format the way forward for autism, how to get solutions for children and for families. One of the very exciting panel is going to be the sibling panel. So little attention is paid to siblings. They get kind of sidelined as all of the attention goes to the child with autism, necessarily because they're so sick and they demand such time and effort. But now we have the siblings speaking out and saying what it's like to be growing up in a family with a sibling who's autistic, and these are wonderful, wonderful kids. They are so empathetic, so caring, and they're going to get up there and have their own special panel to discuss what it's like being a sibling, with advice for other siblings. And you're not alone. That's the message. Yeah. You are not alone. So that's a wonderful thing that takes place. Then we've got another panel, which is my panel. That's the whistleblower panel. And this is talking about the CDC whistleblower, Dr. William Thompson, coming forth with the revelation that they have known for 13 years that MMR vaccine is causally associated with autism, and they've covered it up. They have hidden it. So the people who were charged with caring for the children of this country have been concealing evidence of harm. And that is the utmost hypocrisy that needs to be exposed. We've got ex-Congressman David Weldon, a physician himself, who was in Congress for many years and sat as a guest on the Oversight Committee panels on the vaccine issue, who tried to introduce the Weldon-Maloney bill to get vaccine safety science right out of the CDC, away from the people who are so conflicted. They have a $4 billion a year budget for purchasing vaccines. Their success is judged by vaccine uptake, and yet they're in charge of safety monitoring. It's a nonsense. Right. You don't have Boeing investigating plane crashes, and nor should you have the CDC investigating vaccine safety. So there are going to be some great people there, lots of information. What happens next? What happens about the revelations of the whistleblower? How do we get Congress to haul these people in front of them and demand answers? Is there a legal case against the individuals? Is there individual accountability so that a parent whose child was damaged when they had this knowledge